This is 30-year-old Carrie. She fell in love with 63-year-old Randy. Carrie admits that initially she used Randy for his money.
Randy and I met on Tinder. My first intention was to basically milk him dry and peace out.
Alright, we're already off to a fantastic start here. Nothing says solid, sturdy foundations to a relationship like a woman who is ready and willing to admit she was just trying to use you for your money. I'm sure they have a bright future ahead of them. I just hope this guy isn't letting her give him his medication or also make his food.
But her feelings towards Randy developed over time.
I felt sorry that I was kind of neglecting him and his feelings.
However, some people in her life are still unsure that she really has good intentions.
People typically assume that I'm a gold digger.
You are. Self-admitted. That was the reason you got into this relationship. You wanted to milk him dry. I really hate how Love Don't Judge is framing this. Like, every Love Don't Judge video is basically terrible. But there's something that just really got under my skin about how she's going, oh, we have all this stigma because of our age gap relationship. People just assume I'm a gold digger. You were a gold digger. You are a gold digger. I do not believe your feelings towards this man have actually changed.
Does this guy just want some young, hot girl who's vulnerable?
Where are you on your budget?
I blew it again.
Have you been shopping lately? I know that answer.
Almost
That's every day.
day.
She normally spends money on clothes.
My name is Carrie and I'm 30 years old.
I'm Randy. I'm 63 years old.
And we have a 33-year age gap.
Maybe it's all the work she's had done, but like, look how dead she looks in the face. Like, she just looks checked out. I've never seen someone who just looks so totally bored, or like they were on opiates or something.
I'm a stay-at-home girlfriend and I just started an OnlyFans.
I do sales.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Play that back really quick.
I'm a stay-at-home girlfriend and I just started an OnlyFans.
Okay, so now we know the real reason they're on Love Don't Judge. And by the way, they kind of just gloss over this fact, like it doesn't come up again ever. This is literally an advert for this woman's OF. And they try to like slip that right by us and hope that the Coomers who are potentially watching this video are the only ones that pick up on it. This is ultimately what the Love Don't Judge channel appears to be mostly a front for, unfortunately, is just different people's OF. But let's continue into this nightmare.
Been doing sales for 30 years.
Randy,
Yeah, babe.
you want to help me pack for Coachella?
Oh, good idea.
So here is the pink translucent bra. You like that? That's a thong. Oh my goodness.
You will be definitely noticed in that. In the beginning of our relationship, she would go over her budget thousands of dollars. And finally, we had to have a come to Jesus meeting. I don't even know she's over her budget until she calls me and says, my Amex isn't working. And I said, okay, well, you can have it, but that's it. And then normally, like 2 days later, she was like, well, I need this.
She has an allowance like a child. Man. I mean, I almost said unbelievable, but it's very believable in a situation like this. Also, is he going with her to Coachella, or is she just going by herself? And if she's going by herself, you know she's getting piped. Like, absolutely piped. Like, by a bunch of young guys, too. This is the racket she's pulling. She's dating this old guy for his money, and so she can just, go on all these shopping sprees, and he'll buy her whatever. And even when she goes over her limit, he'll just give her more stuff. And then she goes to Coachella in her free time to get a bunch of D on the side. This is such an unbelievably parasitic relationship. It's really disturbing and embarrassing that you would ever have a media company try to normalize something like this. And then just listen to that at the beginning.
Randy,
Yeah, babe.
you want to help me pack for Coachella?
Oh, good idea.
Randy! She doesn't even have a sweet voice. She is so annoying. Randy, you want to help me pack for when I go to this dirty, filthy music festival to get banged by a bunch of young guys? Get me my leather strap bikini, Randy. I mean, our civilization is cooked when not even boomers with money have any spine.
Randy and I met on Tinder in 2019. I just swiped up to the age. I just made it go the whole way up. What attracted me to him was probably he went on vacation a lot. I actually thought that it was going to be more of a business transaction. My first intentions when I met Randy was to basically milk him dry. I wanted to get from him what I could and peace out.
Imagine how little respect that your wife or girlfriend or whatever has to have for you to just publicly say that in the way that she just did. This is humiliating for this man. And she just freely admits, like, yeah, I didn't like this guy at all. I was just trying to take his money. What? Why would you say that, ever? Why? And she clearly has no respect for him at all. This is awful.
Every once in a while, I would get a message, hey, can you do me a favor and help me out? Because, you know, I'm low on money.
Okay, I gotta break in here again real quick. Her caboose is disappointing. I'm just gonna say it. Her rear end leaves a lot to be desired. She got fake chest, fake lips, clearly has injections in her cheeks. Who knows what other work she's had done? But then in the back, she's as flat as an ironing board. Like, come on. Commit fully to what you're trying to go for. Just get the BBL. You know he'll pay for it.
Every once in a while, I would get a message, hey, can you do me a favor and help me out? Because, you know, I'm low on money.
After a while of him doing that, I just disappeared one day. I didn't message him for, months. Yeah. I said, you know what, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to work a job. So I was walking to work. I didn't have a car. After I disappeared for a while, he messaged me out of concern because he hadn't heard from me.
I said, look, I'll buy you a car. I said, so this way you can get back and forth to work because I don't want you walking at nighttime. She worked graveyard shift. So I ended up buying her a BMW.
I am so grateful that he's given me the car. Thank you.
Don't let anyone ever tell you that women are not living their lives on easy mode after this. Just remember that. Just remember this moment. And also, it has passed through every single woman's mind ever to just marry a rich guy, you know? To get out of the rat race, you don't have to climb the ladder. There's always the possibility of some rich guy swooping in and taking care of all of your problems. And this is what this woman has here. Every woman knows this is a solution to her current financial situation. And it's always in the back of their minds as an option. Never forget that.
After a year of talking, I decided to meet him in person because my life was getting a little bit better because of him. He was helping me out long distance. And I felt sorry that I was kind of neglecting him and his feelings when he was doing so much for me.
When I first met her, I was like, wow, she's hot.
I had never been with an older man before, so I didn't know if he was safe.
What do you mean, if he was safe? You're the unsafe one here. You're the one trying to rob him blind, or milk him dry, as she put it.
Yeah, she always thought I was going to kill her.
I realized that I had feelings for Randy when he sat me down one day and said, make a list of all your problems and we'll check them off one by one. And probably a week later, he said to me, if you give me a year, I'll change your life.
So, babe, you gonna make that breakfast casserole?
Yeah, we had it before. I liked it. We've gone to a restaurant before, and he has gone to the restroom, and I'm sitting there, and they'll ask me what my dad wants to drink. And normally, I just go with it. Sometimes I'll correct them. I don't like to embarrass people, so I let it go and then give an awkward kiss.
After the meal. She'll be like, this is what my dad wants.
Yeah.
Just look at her face after that, at the thought, at the idea of kissing him. She looks so disgusted. Although, I really can't tell because there's just so much Botox.
People typically assume that I'm a gold digger or I have daddy issues. People stare. Sometimes I catch them pointing. I've seen them make fun of us, or me especially.
I don't think Carrie's using me for my money because I've seen a change in the way she treats me. In the beginning, yes, but in the last 2 or 3 years, no. Nope, not at all.
Probably because he started giving her enough money that she now sees this as a viable life path. Just wait until he dies so she can take his fortune.
She really cares. She wants to make sure that I take my medicine because I got a high blood pressure.
I've watched enough true crime to know exactly how this is going to end. You need to turn around and run, old man.
I'm not using Randy for his money anymore. At the beginning, of course, I had a different mindset. But when you fall in love with somebody, then you appreciate them for what they are and not what they have. The online judgment has been, I guess, difficult for me more than it has him. A lot of the comments that people have said are, he's going to die in the next couple of years. I'm dating my grandpa.
I thought you said father, not grandpa.
I'm sorry.
I have 2 boys that are they're younger than Carrie, and both of them actually thought, wow, Dad, she's hot as shit. They get along with her very well, and they were like, you know, I got to give you kudos. You're doing great.
I gotta call BS on this. There's no way they're happy about this unless they're as foolish as he is, as blind as he is. Like, as a son, you just gotta know. If your rich dad suddenly starts dating a younger woman with a 33-year age gap between the two of them, you gotta view that as competition. She's not here to be a stepmom. She's here for that bag, that money. You're as old as she is. How's she gonna mother you? Right as he's on his deathbed, you know she's gonna try to have you written out of his will. So there's no good reason to be congratulating him over this.
Initially, my friends were surprised. So my friend Sabrina is going to come over in a little bit. She hasn't been that supportive.
I'm Sabrina. I've been Carrie's friend since we were about 16 years old. We went to high school together. When Carrie first told me about Randy, I definitely was thinking, what is she doing with an older man? What is she benefiting from this? Is this going to be a fling? Is she going to get hurt? Is this even safe for her to do?
In these Love Don't Judge videos, they always got to have that third party to verify and validate their relationship. That's always how the structure of these videos goes.
Carol, how are you?
How are you?
It's been so long. Oh my Lord.
So thanks for coming.
Oh, of course. Thanks for having me.
So what concerns did you initially have about the relationship?
You guys dating? I'd say from your standpoint, I was like, what is she getting from this? Why is she doing this? Is it just a phase? I don't know. I didn't want you to get hurt, but I also didn't want you to be using someone. So really just worried about what your intention was, to be completely honest. You're not the type to settle down. So I was like, what is she doing?
Whoa, really ripping your friend a new one there. Kind of blowing up her spot. I thought ladies were supposed to have each other's backs, and you're just pointing out the fact that she's probably a gold digger. Dang. Maybe she's just bitter because she doesn't have some old guy paying her bills.
What do you think about the age gap? Were you worried?
I was a little worried about, does this guy just want a showpiece? Is he just trying to find some young, hot girl who's vulnerable to take advantage of? Not even mentally, but sexually, to be completely honest. Did you just want a little piece type of thing? Like, yeah.
I don't know why this made me giggle.
Little piece type of thing, like, yeah. Little piece type of thing, like, yeah. But, I mean, clearly you're a great guy. Again, make her extremely happy. So I see that this is something real. I truthfully never thought she was gonna find someone that treats her so well. And I am so appreciative that you have helped her mentally, physically, honestly, everything under the sun you've given her. Her happiness now is truthfully, in my opinion, contributed to you and what you've done for her.
I really appreciate that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes, I see you honestly as like a brother-in-law.
No, you do not.
What makes you love Carrie? What gets you going with her? What do you see in her that satisfies you and what you need? Shut the fuck up. I mean, I honestly wasn't going sexual, but I see that's what you're doing.
We put in the work every day to make each other happy.
To the haters.
I like the attention, baby!
And I have it, and she comes home with me every night.
Except for when she's getting railed at Coachella without you there. Well, that's it for this video, I guess. Tell me down in the comments, are they going to ride off happily in the sunset together, or is this going to be a complete dumpster fire? Anyway, that's it for this video. Please share it to let these 304s know who's in charge. And don't end up like this old man. Don't be a simp. This was like so awful to see this guy acting this way. I was disappointed in him as a man. I was like, you are doing a disservice to men everywhere in acting this way, in entertaining this woman. You can probably do better too. It was viscerally disappointing. But anyways, just keep your pimp hand strong, and Red Channels will catch you in the next one.